Hey everybody! Hey everybody! Happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are safe, you are well, and you are with someone you care about who also cares for you. I have some phenomenal news to share with you today. It's going to be a quick chicken and garden update because we don't have a lot to share in the garden, but two things. First, a massive shout out to Quick Tent, the guys who made this greenhouse. I think, as I've said in previous videos, we bought it like 5-6 years ago. They were very receptive when I reached out and said, hey, can I buy a replacement cover? They said it'd be $100. I sent them the money and I was half expecting to not get it, and I was half expecting an import tariff bill. Well, this week, in fact, yesterday, I think Wednesday, so yeah, it's Thursday when I'm filming this, the replacement cover arrived, and that is phenomenal because it means that I can put it up and have stuff fixed and working before the growing season starts. And that is something that I'm very, very happy about because the growing season is, well, it's not too far away. Obviously it's Super Bowl Sunday. I don't follow such things, but I know that a lot of people traditionally start off their peppers and their tomatoes inside in pots if they're going to sell them on, or they just want to get a head start. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do any of that this weekend. I've got a pretty busy weekend, but when I have a bit of spare time, I do want to start some of my seeds off as soon as possible. Meanwhile, the chickens are doing great. Charlie is being a giant cock, as he always is. I have some flowers coming up here, my lupins. Look at these, they're already popping up incredibly quickly. My strawberries have flowers on them, and the chickens are now, as I've mentioned in previous weeks, they are fully graduated in terms of what they're doing and how they're doing it. Over here, though, we have some phenomenal news for fans of garlic, namely that my garlic has finally poked out the ground. So you can see here we have some garlic coming up. There's also some weeds as well, but we have some nice rows of garlic, and that means hopefully that we're going to have a really good garlic harvest this year, which I'm very excited about. Nothing on the raspberries yet. No shoots coming up. It is a bit early for the raspberries. I'm still trying to decide whether I should keep these strawberries where they are or move them. I'd love to know your thoughts in the down below. Meanwhile, my brassicas, I might get some sprouts by the end of the year or by the end of the spring. We've already gone through the end of the year. My broccoli has all gone to seed. That's fine. The beans are doing great. The onions that came up are doing oniony things, but they're definitely not for eating. They've definitely gone 100% into the mush, let's make seeds. And again, part of me is kind of keen to give that a bit of a go. So in addition to all of the garlic being up and some of the other plants being up, we also have some of our other bulbs have popped up. So we've got crocuses at the front of the house. We've got daffodils coming up. They haven't burst into flower yet, but I suspect by this time next week we will have had our first daffodil bulbs. We also have hyacinths coming up, which is lovely. The downside, if there is, I suppose it is a downside, is that I cannot remember exactly where I put all of my bulbs. So I know where I put bulbs, but I can't remember which bulbs I put where, and things are still very young and early in their growing process, so I won't know for sure yet what has been planted where. So it's a bit like a Russian roulette of planting. I also need to plant my Christmas tree. So we had a Christmas tree in the ground. That needs to go in, or we had a Christmas tree in a pot that needs to go in the ground. So it survives this year and we can dig it up ready for next Christmas. But I haven't done that yet. I really must do that. As I said, I don't have time this weekend, but hopefully in a weekend's time, I'll be able to do that. And the amount of jobs and tasks that I have out here has really started to increase. I also need to take the Starlink down from the roof. If you haven't watched the video this week where I discuss on the main channel why we got rid of Starlink, go watch that. Thank you to all of the amazing people who did watch it and were kind in the comments. Not so thank you to the people who were really horrible and mean and nasty. You can just go swivel. But the Starlink is officially disconnected, but it is still on the roof. So I need to go and take it down, and I probably have to send it back as well. So we'll figure that out a bit further down the line. Anyway, tell me what's going on in your garden right now, what's growing, what's popping up. I know that for many people in the US, winter is still very much in full force. Here in the Pacific Northwest, it's spring. It feels like spring. It's cold, but it's definitely got a spring vibe. So let me know in the down below. As usual, thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on either side of me. I know the list is not perfect, and the way we're doing it right now is not the way we want it to be finally. But since kind of the end of last year, beginning of this, the team have been changing the software that we use. And 2 of us have been using that software for a really long time, and 2 of us haven't. And so everyone's on a bit of a learning curve to try and make collaboration easier, to try and make it easier for people to switch out projects and help each other. And hopefully that will ultimately speed up everything that we do, but right now it's slowed everything down to a crawl. So please forgive me if your name is on here and it's going by really fast. I know many of you don't like it. I am so sorry. We are working on a solution. The problem is there's only 3 full-time and 1 part-time member on the team, and we are all absolutely hammered. Plus, existing in 2026 right now is taking up a lot of cycles, especially for us, because we're all a little neurodivergent on the team. So anyway, thank you for being awesome. Stay safe. Tell people in your life who are important to you that they are important to you. And I will see you this time next week. Keep evolving.